Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, anyway, so President Trump just came on for his first rally since June the 20th, and he was near Las Vegas, Nevada, really coming in so strong like he always does, although everybody in the crowd, because Nevada is still shut down like Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and right here in California, we're all suffering because we all have something in common. We have liberal governors that have politicized COVID and they've kept us shut down. So you'll see in the rally, everybody was wearing a mask, and they were, I'm not sure if they were social distancing. Anyway, of course, President Trump just crushing it, going over so many things, and I try to take so many notes just to keep up with him. I mean, you got to imagine that he is 74 years old and traveling to a state every single day. And as a matter of fact, he's going to be right here in my state in California tomorrow. He will be at the Sacramento at the Capitol, and then he said he will actually be going to other places. So I think he's going to make some appearances in some other states that are on fire. So we just love President. You know, he's a protector of religious liberties. He's a friend of Israel. He is pro-life. He is the people's president, saying that, and I had to write this down because it was so amazing the way he put it. He said, "You may not like my personality, you may not like my politics, but you need me." And I said, oh, yes, we do, America. We need you. One thing I loved that President Trump highlighted tonight was that he should, because we had 2 police officers that were shot last night here in Los Angeles. And many police officers are now being shot and killed by probably domestic terrorist organizations, but he would like to give the death penalty for murdering a police officer. Go Trump. And you know, he went on to say, I know he made a comment about how the previous administration actually got caught for spying, and he is waiting to see what will happen there. Anyway, the next president that we elect is going to affect the up to 4 decades, because they have the power to appoint 1, 2, 3. He said up to 4 upcoming Supreme Court justices that will be placed, that are going to be making decisions here that will affect our Constitution. So we definitely need to be registered to vote. And he also made mention of saying how he was going to be watching the upcoming ballots, and a lot of trickery going on there. Oh, but it was a long rally. I think he actually went on for almost an hour and a half. What energy he has. And you know, the people in the crowd are chanting, they love Trump. This is a common thing that's happening now. I did have difficulty in finding a place to see the rally. I want to encourage you to write down One America News Network on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and you can see the rally. We looked on the cable networks, and not even Fox was airing this rally. So if you, and some of the people where I was kind of surfing around on here, were going to commercial when he was really coming in hard on Biden, when he was delivering the what Biden is going to do to America. They interrupted, and not One American News, but other networks were interrupting him. And I just really was just so, I got so upset about that. But anyway, Kamala Harris going to be far more liberal than Bernie Sanders. And so, you know, basically he was also making mention how he's done more in 47 months for us, for America, 47 months than 47 years. Because, you know, Joe Biden is a career politician. These people that are pulling his strings are all career politicians. So, yeah, Wendy says, yes, that's exactly what I just said. None of the major networks were covering it. So, anyway, you know, if Biden wins, of course, China wins, and we're going to see what we see right now, where cities are burning. And he was going on to say that if China, Joe Biden wins, it's the mob wins. So I'm trying to, he also, and I love this, he says if anybody burns the flag, they should be put in jail for 1 whole year. And I agree with him. I couldn't agree with him more. So Donald Trump is cracking down on the killers and terrorists of America by telling them, I'm gonna straighten you guys up. I'm gonna get stricter on law and order, and promising and vowing to the people many, many things tonight in his Nevada speech. Let's see. And he also made mention while he was there to tell your governor of Nevada, he called him a political hack, to open up your state. And if he's going to meet with Governor Newsom tomorrow face to face in a burning crisis, a fire crisis, of course. I don't know how bold he'll be, right there in that moment, but he was really bold there at the rally tonight. And he was also going on to say that, we've had the greatest economy in history, and it was shut down. It was the greatest economy ever in the world, but it was, pretty much shut down. And he was going over that we're going to just do better. And he was saying that we're going to make America great, again. And I just love that. He's just so down to earth, And so we see many criticisms for Trump shutting down the country, or they flipped it. Actually, they all criticized him for shutting down, for not shutting down for COVID quick enough. But today, about a couple hours before he went on with his speech, he tweeted a really good hit piece against these hypocrites that are coming out against him. And he shows House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, he shows Governor Cuomo, and he shows Anderson Cooper and some others. And he's recorded their voice about how they should come. Why shut the country down, kind of thing. He was basically showing that they're hypocrites. They're completely every major news network, every newspaper is coming against Trump right now, saying he didn't handle COVID right, and they're completely being proved wrong because we have recordings. We have a way for you to see those lying snakes. The arm of media, arm of Baal, that is, the media, the talking heads, the propaganda script readers that are trying to destroy your very own country. You ought to get very mad about this. We have evidence because they are on video and they're saying the opposite of what they're saying now. So they just what they want to do is they're hoping that you're drinking the fluoride in the water. They're hoping that you're drinking the chlorine. This is going to lower your IQ, and they're hoping that you're going to just really believe what those lying snakes on the media channels and on the newspapers, New York Times, Washington Post, the fake news writers out there, they're just hoping and praying to God that you don't ever see a rally like this, so that you won't hear the truth. Because if you hear the truth, it'll be impossible for you not to vote for this man that in the upcoming election, November 2nd, which is days away. So let's see if there's anything else I want to highlight. He says our destiny is blessed by God. I had to highlight this. We have a president who is for religious liberties, saying our destiny is blessed by God. And he's talking about Jehovah God. He's talking about Jesus Christ. He's talking about the Lord of all lords. This is the Christian's president. Every believer out there should be cheering. They should be dancing around. They should be jumping up and down because we have the freedom to express God's glory here. So let's see if there's anything else I wrote down here. Yeah, let's see. I gotta calm down. Oh, I get a little too passionate. I need Coco to come over now. We had hundreds of thousands of manufacturers leave America, and we see China, made in China everywhere, and Trump is vowing, and he's a man of promises, and he's a man of keeping those promises. He's vowing to have all things be manufactured here. Wouldn't that be exciting to be able to get US made USA made things here. Wouldn't that just be amazing? I mean, everything just happened, I think, so fast to us. And so basically, if Joe Biden is elected, the whole country is going to be shut down again. The medical doctors are going to, and the scientists that are anti-God are going to suggest that they shut the country down again. So you're going to see everybody locked back down again if this man gets in power. He did touch on the consequences of being shut down, like, you know, high rates of suicide, domestic violence, drugs, and just things that are happening, and they're not talking about those things, you know. So he gets up there and takes the time to bring these matters up that are so very important. He's going to protect the Second Amendment, life, veterans, and the military. And I know there was a point where he was going on and talking about how he was actually taunting this, and I was like, yeah, this is good. We have the strongest military ever. And there's some secret equipment even that no one knows about. And let me tell you, he says it's the strongest equipment, or the best equipment in the world. So he's kind of like, you know, flashing his, I always say his biceps, like, ooh, I don't have those, you know, I don't have that. But I was like, that was a moment. I loved it. And he did touch on, he didn't put it like this, but it would be more like the I would call it the elitist privilege, where House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was busted for going to get her hair done, and she felt she was privileged to walk in there into a salon without a mask. And you know, she stands up there and she's such a lying snake hypocrite, and you know, she's up there using church words and blessings and, you know, things like words that Christians hear and they can be fooled by her. But she lives on a different standard, believe me. And her own hairstylist, and I saw the interview on Tucker Carlson, she told on her, I guess had a camera, and somehow it was found out. But that lady, that hairstylist, has been ruined. She lived in that area for 12 years in California, and she's had to move out and leave her business because of death threats and the Yelp reviews and just terrible things. And Nancy Pelosi is going to be judged by the American people, and that's enough. I'll just leave it at that. Her seat's going to be up soon enough. But like I said, Trump's coming out to my state tomorrow, and he's going to be meeting with FEMA, the governor here of California, and he's going to be going to some other spots. So basically, he's with Donald Trump being in office, he's going to continue to keep taxes down and have those regulations cut that allow businesses to, you know, be available and work. And we're oil and energy independent now for the first time. And so with a Biden presidency, all these things that he's done and worked so hard for will be reversed. So because Biden and Kamala, they want to ban all that. They want to ban fracking. They're against all the resources that we have here in America. And so Biden is going to take that away from us. So, and he's going to be anti-gun, that is, Biden is, and he's going to be anti-Second Amendment. And I'm just going on from, you know, some of the things that Trump mentioned today. So let's see, Nancy Pelosi, she created $250,000 jobs were created for China. And he ended the NAFTA nightmare, he called it, and he signed the USMCA deal. So he set records for the stock market, and he also mentioned that he's built 320 miles of the wall, going on to say that there's progress every single day for the wall to be built. And walls and wheels, he put a little analogy together. Walls and wheels, two things we'll always need forever. And I love that. He did bring up Space Force, which is, in my opinion, under-mentioned. I think that there's some things going on in the sky that he's also saying we've got Space Force, and it's the 7th branch of the military that Donald Trump created that. We saw that pump out in, I think, the very beginning of 2019. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, I know, did you hear that Donald Trump was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize? And then he went on to say the media doesn't cover this. They don't talk about how he was nominated, and rightfully so. Look what he's done for making peace in the Middle East, and just for Israel. Look what he's done. And he did make sure to bring up how Obama was not only nominated, but he won the Nobel Peace Prize for no reason. And then he kind of made fun of Joe Biden along with that comment. Let's see. And Biden is opposed to killing these terrorists. He was opposed to taking Soleimani out. He was pretty much, he's a cheerleader for China. And we see this over and over again. Let's see if there's anything else. Of course, Joe Biden is will be there to destroy all of your Social Security, IRA, and stocks and everything that, we've worked so hard, the 401s, like I said, the retirement. Joe Biden is going to take that away from you. So you gotta really look into these policies and these people that are going to steal what you worked so hard for. You don't want that, do you now? So with Donald Trump, we're looking at the American dream versus Joe Biden, which is the American nightmare. And I'm going to repeat that in 1 second. See if there's anything else I've missed. Yes. So basically, we are looking at. Yeah, I think I've said enough here. We're looking at an American dream with a re-election of President Trump, Donald Trump, versus an American nightmare with Joe Biden. So anyway, I just wanted to recap some of this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be a cheerleader for President Trump. And let's just keep pressing on together as we get closer and closer to the election. Thank you for watching, and God bless you, and God bless America. Yes, we're going to make America great, again. That's right. Amen. I'll see you next time. God bless.